Hello everyone, and welcome to the Animalistic Perspective. Today I've got another video which explores a unique dynamic that I briefly touched on in my first video. So if you haven't watched it yet, I encourage you to do so since it'll be very involved in today's topic. So the animalistic and the zookeeper perspectives that I talked about in my first video are not some completely abstract or personally irrelevant metaphysical ideas. They physically manifest in the ways that we live, act, and behave within our personal reality. One of the most basic and extremely important areas that they affect is that of our physical health and our well-being. The single most important attribute to these perspectives is that they change the way we look at our health, including what we eat and how we exercise. Many of the so-called fitness influencers rely solely upon this zookeeper perspective to try and benefit a large portion of the population according to their rules. This comes in the form of introducing a never-ending plethora of rules and manipulations of the environment or your diet without any regard to what personally benefits you, the animal. I believe that many people fail in their fitness journey simply because of this over-controlling dynamic, and that a more animalistic approach is absolutely necessary for the majority of us who need to make positive changes in our physical health. The animalistic perspective in regards to our physical well-being is not dictated by a set of rules or a regulatory diet, and many of those more common approaches fail to cause real beneficial change in our daily lifestyle. The most absurd beliefs have become common practice among these fitness influencers, preaching waking up at 5 a.m. and setting up a fitness routine which wears out the majority of those who attempt to follow these zookeeper lifestyles. I'm not a zoo animal, and I believe that you are not either. Although there is some validity in the claims that you should follow a healthy diet or regularly exercise on a set schedule, I don't think that life works that way, because you cannot regulate yourself into liking something or completely remove yourself from your own taste buds. What you can do is reinforce the behaviors which show beneficial change to you on a daily basis. Even if that benefit is only that you now dislike certain unhealthy foods or behaviors and you're finding new healthy activities that you do like. For example, not everyone will enjoy heavy weightlifting, but almost everyone likes developing new healthy muscles which benefit your daily ability to move, lift, and even in some cases breathe without cardiovascular problems. The animalistic perspective within you is not self-destructive, and rather it is the opposite. Neither you nor your body enjoy feeling lethargic or bad after a day of eating gluttonously or unhealthily. The more unhealthy foods that you consume, the more this animalistic perspective already within you cries out for a necessary change in your eating. We all need to listen to our bodies and this intrinsic animalistic perspective because I find it very difficult to believe that after eating 20 Twinkies, your body is not signaling you to change that behavior. In the opposite regard, after eating a full day's worth of good, healthy, clean food, I find it very difficult to believe that your animalistic perspective does not send a multitude of feel-good signals reinforcing that positive behavior. This is the animalistic perspective which attempts at avoiding natural consequences of unhealthy behavior, and it is rarely seen as an example of how to pursue a healthier being. The current examples that we have of good health are based on this zookeeper perspective, a set of objective healthy behaviors which benefit all and somehow miss the mark for beneficial change more often than not. I do recommend familiarizing yourself with some of the more basic objective rules of health, such as calories in and calories out, exercising at least 30 minutes to an hour a day, but take note of how your body and your animalistic perspective feel according to some of these rules. If your animalistic perspective is not sending you good signals which seek to reinforce the healthy behaviors you are attempting, the change you are driving at is completely unsustainable. For example, the gym may signal you to stop if you do not enjoy being sore after an intense workout and it doesn't lead to you feeling good tomorrow. If that happens, try running, walking, or cycling, and the animalistic perspective within you will tell you what is good for you that you can simultaneously enjoy and continue to pursue on a daily basis. Defining your health by what controls you can implement solely based on what others tell you is objectively good will lead to a subjective failure. and perhaps it will deter what would otherwise be a natural, intrinsic desire to become a healthier animal. The zookeeper perspective can be very beneficial in your daily routine, but not when it goes against your own animalistic perspective. Thank you for watching, and I hope that this video helps you work out some of the kinks that you have been dealing with in your attempt at pursuing good physical health. As always, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel, as it further encourages me to develop my ideas and it bolsters my self-confidence in doing what I believe is right. And with that said, to all my fellow animals and the zookeepers, have a great night.